Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Asgardian Thor, and today I want to talk about what is the best Pro controller out there for the PS5. And I am a PS5 user. That's what I play on, upload my videos, everything like that. And the controller that I use is this AIM controller. And this controller is just absolutely awesome. You see, I have my graphics here, and which is red lightning, and then the paddles are in the back, and you have like this it almost seems it's like water or oil or something. It kind of helps for the grip, so it's a lot better than using the regular PS5 controller, especially with the paddles. So the way I have mine set up is triangle here, circle here, actually circle here, X here, triangle here, and square. So it kind of imitates the this button layout here. So the two that are right here are on the back, the two that are right here on the back. And I like how it's horizontal, and it's just really great. It's just really great. I first got this controller right before Vanguard came out. So I'd never used a SCUF controller before, and I was a little hesitant as to using paddles because I've never used paddles before. So this is a review coming from someone who's never used paddles before. And let me tell you, after 2 weeks of using this, I started getting the hang of the paddles, and now we're in February, so game came out in November, December, January. About 3 months later, I just felt like very, very comfortable with this control. And what was cool here is you could take the top off of the AIM logo, and then you can pull out these paddles, and then you could put the AIM thing back on, which is going to lock the paddles into place. So you can mix and match whatever paddles that you want or don't want. And the ones on the top are smaller than and the controller is just awesome overall. So I definitely recommend taking a look at this. I think this is the best Pro controller out there. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it's well worth it. And it just feels better than the other control. Same PS5 controller, it's just kind of modded out. And I kept the adaptive the haptic feedback triggers on. So you can see I can go down all the way on that. And the reason why I did that was because I like to play other games other than Warzone, and I like to feel the haptic feedback. But on the triggers, on the bumpers, you get that computer click kind of sound. So I have the smart bumpers here, and it just feels really good. You know, this is the position that I play in. I tried the high sticks, and I felt like it kind of messed up my aim. I was getting used to it, especially in Warzone, because there's a lot of quick movements in Warzone. And I didn't like the high stick feel. So I went back to the regular standard, and then I bought some medium ones just in case. So let's show you that. So here are the other sticks here. These are the high stick and medium sticks. And what you do is just you kind of just easily take off the stick here. You just pull it off, and then you can put your medium or high or low sticks on. So you see the difference in height there. That's from standard to high, and then you can mix and match them if you want. And then you pull them off easily, and you can definitely feel the difference of the grip on the sticks. So the sticks have a good amount of grip, especially right out of the gate. The one thing I don't like about this controller is after a lot of use, sometimes my hands just get a little sweaty. So that tends to get on the sticks, and then I kind of have like a little cloth or something just to wipe off the sweat because it becomes really slick. And I have like really acidic, kind of sweaty hands. Kind of the same thing when I play guitar. It's just part of my biology. And yeah, this control it's just sometimes you can press a button on accident because your fingers are pretty close on it, and that's something that has happened to me a couple times already. Just kind of pressing buttons randomly when I don't want to, especially in high intense situations in Warzone where the speed is very high, and especially if you're not warmed up yet, you can kind of tend to press these buttons that you don't want to. But it's very, it doesn't happen all the time. It happened a lot more when I was just getting used to what the buttons were on the paddles. And then well, what's cool about these paddles also is that you don't have to have the button layout as I do. You can use the remappable feature. This control has a remappable feature where you can input the paddles the way you like. But man, let me tell you something. Going from not having used paddles before to this controller, man, it's night and day. I mean, it just feels better in your hand. The grips are great. The buttons feel great. Overall, I think it's the best controller out there. And you can see here on the buttons, what I didn't like about it is that the buttons didn't have the square, triangle, circle, X. It's just kind of red color. But you can still feel the quality of the buttons as opposed to the regular PS5 controller, which is nice. And then you still have the PS5 logo here. So this is a PS5 controller. It's just modded out, and you can swap it out the way you want. So this controller ran me about a little over 300 with this controller, and it comes with a cable. So if you have one of those PS5 charger things, you have to take out all of this and put the control in to charge. But I mainly just use the C port, and I'll have it on my PS5, on the front, or on a separate USB port by my console to charge my controller. And but honestly, I think this control is awesome. So you don't have to spend all that money to get it as customized as this. And I'm going to take you through some steps right now of how you can buy one of these controllers at not much as I paid, and be able to maybe just get some of the essential parts of it. But I'll show you both ways right now. Okay, so here we're at the website. It's eu.aimcontrollers.com, and you see here this is our PS5 controller. So they use the exact model of the PS5 controller, and they just customize it, which is great. Here I have it as USD. You can have your currency there, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to go that. So let's make a controller. I'm going to make a custom controller, and then let's see where we can make some changes. So here are a couple designs here. This looks like the one of the camos from Black Ops Cold War. You got splatter here. You have some matte colors and digicamos. You have regular camos here, which are kind of cool. So a lot of varieties. You have a carbon shell here. So this is for the front shell panel, and it looks pretty cool. they didn't have this Storm White before, so what do I think is awesome. I like it. You know, the Asgardian Thor, like the Storm, Thunder. So we're gonna go with that. For the middle part, let's check it out. So for the middle part, I'm going to use. We're gonna fire off white. That looks great, right? Action buttons, which are the buttons on the right panel of the shell. You can choose like these bullet colors, and it probably has a more tactile feel. I didn't get to get them on the other controller, and for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna go. We'll just go black. All right, D-pad color. We'll go black, and you see with every addition that I'm making to the controller, the price is going up here. So we started at 95, and now we're at 146. So share button is gonna go black. And left stick base, which is this right underneath the stick, I'm gonna go white. So I'm gonna go white there. Right stick base, I'm gonna go white, and then I'm gonna just leave that the left stick and right stick as black. Now here is you get to choose your height. For me, I would rather go with the small, the standard small, the PS small. That's what I like to use. I got the high sticks on this controller because I know a lot of gamers like to use the high sticks. For me, I felt like it was messing up my aim, and so it took a little bit of a while to adjust to the high sticks. I don't like the height of the sticks, so if I'm using this controller, this is where I'm at. If I'm using the high sticks, my thumbs are kind of more up in the air. I felt like I was getting more tired on the thumbs, and I don't like that. I feel like this is more ergonomic. It feels better. But if you're using the high sticks or medium sticks already, then go with that. Don't experiment. Unless you want to buy all the other sticks and the accessories to try them out, then go for it. Now, we have the right aim stick. Oh, okay, yeah, so I'm going to keep them both black. And then here we can add the gamer logo. I didn't have my gamer logo set up yet. So this is probably something that I would check out, but you see it adds some money there. So you can add the let's say left side logo or right side logo. So I would probably put my name on the right side. So let's go right side. We'll go text to there, and then I'll add text. Let's see, ASGD. Thor, and then I'd probably put that in black color. So let's check out the font. So permanent marker, which looks kind of cool. Let's see if I can choose red, maybe. Yeah, so red would definitely make it pop more, and with this color setup. And that looks pretty cool. TSGD underscore Thor, kind of like a signature, kind of want to have your signature standing out. And if we do touchpad gamer logo, so if I go to logo here, add a logo, download the logo real quick. Let's see. So I don't know the dimensions of the size, and I can't really move this around, but my logo would be right in the center. I'd probably resize this logo to make sure that it's clear. So I'd probably send them a message saying what the pixels are, so I can resize the image and get a nice logo size so everything fits perfectly on that controller. But I mean that looks pretty cool. Have the gamertag logo and my gamer tag there, which is awesome. But you see, the controller's up to $200, and smart triggers I definitely would recommend using. So this is going to decrease the amount of movement that you use from your index fingers or your middle fingers, however you use the control, it's going to minimize the motion. So I play guitar, and that's one of the things I teach when I'm playing guitar scales is to minimize your motion on the guitar. Keep everything as tight as possible, because when you're playing fast, it's just gonna help you achieve that dexterity and to just ultimately that speed that you wish to achieve, because your fingers aren't going, they're not far away. The further the distance, the longer it takes to come down on the fretboard. The lower that you are to the fretboard, the faster. So this is faster than this. This is faster. So same kind of concept here. I would not use these for the triggers. And the reason why is there are a lot of other PS5 games that use that haptic feedback on those triggers. And I know that if I use this for Warzone, it would probably really come through, or some other PS4 games that don't use that setup. But Warzone 2 is going to be coming out next year. I know this controller is going to last a long time, and I just wouldn't get the smart triggers unless you have the money. Then I would go get one controller that has the smart triggers and then one controller that doesn't. But I would definitely get these smart bumpers on either one, because you just get that clicky sound like I showed in the beginning of the video. It just feels nice. It's great. Vibration, you can turn that on and off. And then there's lastly the speedy aim, guaranteed dispatch in 72 hours, which is great, because if you don't choose this option, I know this is kind of a lot of money, but if you don't choose this option, this control will take a long time to get to you, a few months. And I have heard that they've gotten a lot better at it, but I definitely would just choose that 72-hour dispatch on that. And what I want to take a look at now is on the back. So on the back here, we want those paddles. So let's take a look at that. So with these paddle options, this is brand new. They didn't have this before. It's kind of tripping out about it, which is kind of cool. So let's just say you want paddles there, black. So you're going to get now this cool setup here. This reminds me of the Xbox Pro Controller with this back right here. So this looks pretty cool. I would go for the remapping. So the remapping means that you're able to change these buttons to whatever you want and customize that. And I think that's pretty sweet. These paddles really come through. It's a great investment and will buff your playing, because the advantage of having these paddles is you don't take your thumbs off of the stick. They're always on the stick. You don't have to do the claw thing or whatever to keep your hands on the stick. You can conveniently hit the paddles in the back of the controller and not have to worry about any weird hand movements. So it's more ergonomic. So let's see these back. That's the Aim Back Pro. Let's see this. Yeah, so we got that going. I would just choose black. So totally different than the controller I have. So let me see what happened to that. If we go Aim Back Pro, interesting. So that's 30 for the Aim Back Pro, the remappable spider remapping. Yep. So it looked like they got rid of that back of the control, that gradient that I have, and just replaced it with this. That's what it looks like. Let's see if I say no paddles. No paddles, no paddle options. So if you have no paddle options, then you can have that gradient thing, which seems kind of weird to me. Aim grip with no paddle options. So this is kind of what I had, these grips behind my controller. But what if I want this with the paddles? Well, so I guess with the paddles now, they want you to have this setup. I guess it's more grip. They have their little aim logo in there, which may be a good thing. Definitely new. So grand total all this is $415. This would be with all the setup here. But let's see what we can do to make this a little bit less money and just have the essentials. So let's get rid of the gamer tag. That's going to drop it down. Let's get rid of the touchpad gamer tag logo. So now we're down to 363. All right. That's we could have even gotten into black or whatever on this touchpad controller. Let's just leave it right. Let's just leave it white, standard. Let's just focus on essentials here. Let's take a look at maybe getting rid of some of these colors here. So let's say action buttons. Let's keep them standard. Standard action buttons, D-pad control. Let's go standard. 345. Let's go get rid of these share options, standard. 339. Let's get rid of the base colors. All right. Let's get rid of this. So now we're down to 339. And let's see what else we can take out. Touchpad color standard, aim back pro. Got the smart bumpers. Let's get rid of them. So now we're down to 306. And let's see. Let's maybe see how much if we get rid of the front shell. Go standard there. 283. So if we go standard, and let me get rid of my logo. It says none there. That's weird. What about this base here? Standard, D-pad standard, touchpad, none. Middle part. Let's get rid of this middle part. Where'd it go? Share button action. Middle part, where'd it go? Middle part here. Okay, so let's go standard here. That's 267. And I don't know why the gamer tag is still there. It says none left, none right. That's right here. Interesting. And even none here. So we have just the essentials. We have just your regular PS5 controller, no bumpers or anything like that. A stick, or the left stick base. So this should be original, 267.41, and then we have the remapping configuration here. Now, I would definitely just go go for this here. So 267, definitely need the speedy aim. You want the vibration, you want the remapping, you want the you want this grip configuration here, which is going to be great, and that's pretty much it. So this is your standard PS5 controller, but you're just adding the remapping to it, which is definitely going to help change your game. So this is going to be base 267. You have the speedy aim here. If you're patient, you can take this off, the speedy aim off, and that'll save you some money here. And that'll drop it down to 190, this controller. And everything here is just standard. So everything's standard. So you don't get the all the bells and whistles. It's a $190 controller, but I definitely would recommend this. So this is my video. I hope this was very helpful. Please consider giving a like and subscribe with notifications on so you can get my next video and you're updated and you're in the know. But this is the controller I recommend. I totally recommend this controller here. You know, this is what I have. It costs it about the same amount, and it's great. This will definitely help change your game, and the quality is good. The other thing that I like to say too, though, is that if you do add those base colors or whatever, it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that they change this component out, so you can change, pull out the sticks and then put them on. There's kind of like a magnet, and I feel like the quality of this is better than the PS5 controller because I had two PS5 controllers out the box. They both would get very bad stick drift, and you know, I'm grinding on zombies, I'm grinding on Warzone, I'm grinding on other games, I'm grinding on camo grinds, and the amount of slide canceling and everything like that just destroys these sticks, and you start getting stick drift, which I hate with these controllers. But I've been putting a lot of time with this controller, no stick drift. I feel like the quality of moving the sticks on this controller is just butter smooth, and it just feels great. So with all these reasons, I would definitely buy this controller. It's definitely an investment, but if you're like me and buying controllers all the time, I would definitely get this because it's just a higher quality. Sometimes you just get what you pay for, and that's one of the things that you get with this. So I hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, horns up and skol.